All right, we are live. This is officially the last back testing session for those who don't know. But I'll still be going live in the morning after I trade, or my goal is to get in the live right after I get in my entry and watch it play out on live, and then we discuss. Oops. So for those, this will be my last backtesting live though. But let's go over the trade today. I called both of these live, but I only took the first one. I didn't take the second one. Well, I couldn't take this one live because it happened so fast. Because for those who know, to avoid the trolls, I try to enter my trade and then go on live, and then we watch it play out together. That's what happens. Today that did not happen because I got in 3 or 4 minutes. My TP was hit, but I did get on the chart. We kikied a little bit, and then we caught this trade here. And I said, obviously, we'll go over it if it hits my TP tonight, and it did. So let's go over the trades and why they do what they do. Again, SMT is your superpower. So for SMT, it can be in fair value gaps. It can be breakers. It doesn't have to be just swing lows and swing highs. You know what I'm saying? So I noticed we did not come into this breaker on NQ. I have a breaker block instead of just a breaker line. But on ES, we came into the breaker. That was my SMT to get lower. I waited for one displacement candle down because obviously we were going up. So I just didn't want to get in a sell, and we still wanted to go up more. I waited for a strong candle to show we wanted to go down. Thank you for the likes. And then I got in to go down. And then that's what happened. The trade was done in 2 minutes. And then I talked about how this candle, inverse value gap, was something I would have traded because I usually trade the 10 AM reversal. I usually don't just trade continuations like this, but it was clear, and I'm glad I did. It was fast. I would have probably gotten in here because I know my flaws. I'm very impatient. However, on NQ, I wouldn't have been stopped out because we had the SMT, but on ES, if you got in this inverse value gap, you would have been stopped out. But that was your SMT for the buy, and that's what I was talking about. Add SMT to your confluences, because then you wouldn't have gotten this trade if you waited for SMT. When you finally got your SMT, that's when we finally got our reversal. Don't get greedy. Like yesterday, we did take out the highs. Like my trade of the day was the trade yesterday. Like I got a 10 AM reversal and we took out the highs. It took all day, but it did. But today, I don't think we did. I think, yeah, we continued back down. So this is why just take your 1 to 2 and go on about your day. Technically, your stop loss would be way down here, but obviously once you see it move up, you should move it for 1 to 2 to get your 1 to 2 at your line. You know what I mean? If your line's up here, then you could have had a bigger stop loss. Like that had been the lowest. Just to keep your risk to reward ratio. If then you get stopped out, you get stopped out. But usually just wait for it to move a little bit because you just don't. Your real 1 to 2, you would need it to come up to this fair value gap, which it didn't hit. So just do it that. What you want, be clear on it. But this is my last back testing session. I'm kind of burnt out on them. I kind of have a groove again. I'll probably do them randomly at night, but not every night because now I like to, enjoy my nights. But I do go live, like I said, after I trade. So that'll be the new time. I know a lot of people are at work at that time. That's why I like to do the night so people can learn after work. But at the same time, if you need it, tell me, DM me, and I'll do a backtesting session on certain nights if anyone really needs it. But I think y'all got the hang of backtesting. But clear, clean price action. S&T is my favorite confluence because it allows me to play reversals without waiting for the market structure shift or the IFVG, and it just allows me to be more confident in my trades like I was today. I need $5,053 to pass this 150K account, and then I will get a payout. I know people are waiting for this payout. But again, I'm in no rush. So if you're in a rush for me to get a payout, fair. I am going to open my Discord when I get a payout, so if you're in a rush for that, fair. Thank you for the support, but at the same time, it will come when it's ready. So let's go to backtesting and let's do a last little hurrah, you know what I'm saying? Ask me any questions you need. Follow me. Give me the 3,000 followers so I can use TikTok Studio. I don't know. I guess I missed the application to get in early and they will not let me in with 3,000 followers, without 3,000 followers for gaming, which is the setup I want to use anyway. And, and Mexico is so loud. And yeah, 10,000 followers for regular people, but I don't need 10,000 followers. But I just need, 700 is a lot though, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But let's go. We have ES on this side, NQ on this side. 4-hour charts. What do we have? Okay, we already have S&T on the 4-hour because this low here was not taken out in Q. If you can see that, or higher, but on ES, we already took it out. So that might be a sign that we should be looking for some reversal to the upside, maybe to this 4-hour fair value gap. I changed the color on my fair value gaps to respect bearish or bullish. Not, some people keep their fair value gaps all the same color, and then when it's inverse, they change the color. For me, no. If it's red, you'll know if it's respected to the upside, buys, it should be respected to the downside. If it's green, it should be respected to the upside, disrespected to the downside. That's just how I do my things. But also NQ could continue lower. It looks like we do have a lot of bearishness here. So I don't think we're just initially just going higher. We could, but maybe it's S&T on the buy side. So basically these are the two lines we need. It's probably giving NQ is going to come down and sweep this high, this low, but not the second one. That makes sense. Let's see what it does. Again, y'all know I trade the 10 a.m. candle. Let's go down to a smaller time frame though, like a 15 minutes. We can really see the nitty gritty of the trade. What time frame are we in? Oh, after the next New York session. Next New York session, which is the annoying part. We just did all this analysis and watch it. London and Asia have already done that. You always gotta go to next New York session first. Oh, it has not. So good, we're good, we're good. Okay, strong S&T now because ES took both of those highs. Both of those lows, sorry, and the previous day low. So it's giving a reversal. Wait a little bit because maybe it comes down more and not take this one out still. Wait for your confirmation, but let's see what we get. And you have a bunch of highs up here to target. Look at that. Beautiful reversal. Honestly, these are the best days for me. Boom. Hit the London high. So, if you don't know what this looks like or what it was, didn't understand, I love a day where we immediately have S&T as soon as I get on the chart. And I'm just really confident in a buy or sell. It's happened, how many days? It happened Friday. It happened yesterday. Today they were moving pretty much the same until the S&T for this little pullback. Did it happen yesterday? Yes, it happened yesterday because ES took out those London highs first. So I already knew sells. We're dumping. What did I take? Yeah, I got in a little, I don't even remember. But yes. Oh, I did. I got in Q and sold at the London low instead of held for this gigantic dump. Yes. I was looking at ES. I got in and we tanked. And I got in. Now what? I don't really get on the chart until I don't get on the chart till like 9:45, so I'm trying to think this through. What did I do yesterday? Oh, 10 a.m. reversal. Sorry, I did not take that down. But yes, still S&T for the 9:30 traders. I actually talked about this. Because a lot of people lost yesterday, and I thought this price action was clean because you had clear S&T at 9:30, and then we came into a 4-hour fair value gap for my 10 a.m. reversal, and I played the reversal from here to this gap. My TP1 was here. My TP2 was the top of the gap. That's what my trade was yesterday. I was like, I did not take this trade. 930 has been hitting, but as soon as I switch to 930, we're going to get a nasty fake outs. Like, what day was it? Like this. This is what 930 usually does. Not usually, but this is why I stopped trading 930, because I was getting faked out by this, and 10 o'clock, you got the move. But lately, 930 has been doing the move before 10 o'clock, like it did today. So I caught a continuation today. But if you'd have gone in at 930, you would have caught the top of the move. So this week, 930 has been beautiful. But again, I still make money at 10 o'clock, so I don't need to switch it up. But part of me is like, do I want to switch and go 930 and just catch these big runs and be done? But I remember when I switched to 930 in the spring, and I was losing every fucking trade. But yeah, so S&T, as soon as you get on the chart at 930 or 10, at this point, it's looking like the 930 traders did, well, we got the same entry. Okay, so this is 930 candle here. You usually would wait for it to close. I mean, this is the 15-minute chart, so maybe you got in down here, which is better. But at least at 10 o'clock, we still got a good entry. We came back into the 9 a.m. open for entry to go higher. That's why it's like you can always get in at 10 o'clock, because usually it still gives you a good entry or a better entry, if not a good continuation, and then we came higher. But if you get in at 9:30, just look at S&T, and it's usually it's not usually there, but it's there a good bit of the time. And I don't understand how people are losing at 9:30 this week, because I'm like, you got the bread and butter. You got the bread and butter, but again, you know, well, ICT traders at least. If you're not ICT trader, I don't know what you saw on the chart. Go on to take out these highs, please, or we're just gonna reverse. Again, this is the 15-minute chart. Also, 2 o'clock. I'm not even on the chart no more. So I would have took this, and let's go in the 3-minute and see what it would look like. Not great, but I guess we have this tiny 3-minute for value gap. Bounce in it, close out of it. Oof, I might have entered off this green candle, honestly, which is not a good risk to reward if I did it. And we didn't even get none of that. I don't know what I would have done here. I probably would still have my big stop loss, and then once we got up here, would have moved it closer to get my 1 to 2 and sold there, something like that. Cause I just know myself. Like looking at this, I get in quick. I'm a very impatient trader, so I probably would have got in on this candle close out of this for value gap. We did come back into this breaker here that I called from the 15-minute chart, so maybe then you inverse this gap. So if someone got in sales down here, they would have been really upset. But NQ doesn't respect breakers and order blocks as much as like gold, but it will happen like this sometimes. And then you either just get a bad entry with a big stop loss, or if you waited for the breaker, good for you. I wouldn't have. I'm 90% sure I wouldn't have. So this would have been, maybe if I did just the low of this candle to this high, would give me 1 to 5. I would do a 1 to 1.5 sometimes, because I know myself. I'm never going to not trade. But as soon as we started going down, I probably would have sold. But I always have a TP1 at 1 to 1. So lately I've been selling at 1. I have one contract sold at 1 to 1. And then if it doesn't move for me enough, I'll just close both around this area. Lately. It's a good thing about having 2 contracts. So it's not the best, but you still got your reversal from S&T. The reversal was called. Now, it wasn't the best movement or like push or volatility if you didn't want it, but you still got your reversal to go higher. You still got your direction, and then you'll trade it how you will trade it. And that's the thing. I was telling someone that in my live today, because they're like, would I just set a take profit at 20 pips? Is that something I should target? Whatever. And I was like, no, I'm an ICT trader. I do like swing lows, swing highs, but then again, sometimes emotionally, I don't hold to swing lows and swing highs, you know, like, it's something that's going to be catered to you when you learn how to trade and when you practice. Especially now that I'm doing 150K funded account, anything over 1,000 sometimes I'm like, I'm out. And it's usually just at TP1, honestly. All right, we're in this, what time frame is this? 15-minute gap on NQ. ES looks like it's about to sweep these lows for your S&T. It already is lower than the gap. And I always wait a little bit for S&T because I've seen it times where you think it's S&T and they both just want to do the same thing. Like it'll look like this, and then there was one day, can't remember what day it was, but NQ and ES were like back and forth leading each other. It was a day where I actually took a turtle soup trying to just being an idiot, like not even really, not caring either though. Like I took the loss and I was like, okay. But I took a turtle soup for a reversal because NQ was higher than ES, like we were gonna give SMT to the downside, and then they both just kept going higher, and then like an hour later, ES was higher than NQ. Like they were, it was just weird. Like, they were both running up all day, but they kept like switching who's in the lead. And if I just would have stuck to my confluence of waiting for a market structure shift or a change in a state delivery, I just wouldn't have took a trade that day at all. So I was like, I wasn't mad at the price action because there was no fake outs for me. I was just trying to turtle soup. So that's why you always wait for your change in a state delivery. Like turtle soup is just an ego thing. If you want it, it's great. Okay, ES looks like it's finally reversing. NQ is not. But then neither of them swept this low like I thought ES was. Let's mark out 10 o'clock. So I think it still could go down there. NQ swept this low. I mean, ES did not sweep this low. If that's just some like internal lower time frame SMT, I don't know. Let's see how it plays out. But like NQ swept that high, that low, came down, swept it. ES did not. So maybe that's SMT to the upside. Let's see. Maybe it's just a pullback. See, it's not. And that's what we're talking about. See how it looked like SMT at first, and then they both wound up both sweeping both of the sell sides. Sometimes you really have to just wait it out and wait. And now they're both just gonna run down maybe. ES did go lower, so I'm sure this is S&T from a liquidity point far away maybe, and then it's giving a 10 a.m. reversal, but could just be a pullback like that. Pull back into this 15-minute fair value gap to continue lower. So this is the day you're playing a continuation like I did today. You're waiting it out, and I don't know how I could tell. I've been trying to explain how I knew we weren't going to reverse, but it's just experience, I guess, or maybe the way the candles are printing. Because if it was S&T reversal, you wanted both of them to like shoot up a little bit. And that's something you'll just learn with experience. You got a nice move up a little bit on ES, but you didn't get it on NQ. And that's how I was like, we're not going to reverse. This is an indecisive candle. And then you could have gotten in sells off this 15-minute fair value gap to take it to the lows. And now it's 1 o'clock and I'm off the chart. So I don't trade all day. Like some people, if you do, good for you. But I trade for usually an hour and a half, 2 hours tops. A few days I've been on the chart till 1 o'clock. But you see how like that was a prime example. It happens rarely, but there are days where you think it's SMT and you need to let it play out more. Don't just like turtle soup because you're like, oh, SMT. You know, let the chart play out a little bit. You won't miss an entry, I promise. It will give you time to enter. Because that's how you mess up. You're like, oh, turtle soup, but you didn't wait for any confirmation of anything. And now, you know, it ran down and you'd been in this turtle soup buys. And it gave you a re-entry to go lower. Just be patient. Just be reactionary. Next New York session, and do the things. And that's why too, I analyze what's happening right in front of me. Because even we've seen on this, when I've backtested, I'll analyze these first 30 minutes of the chart, and then something completely different happens right at 10 o'clock. So it's like, but right now we do have S&T. No, we don't actually. NQ is higher, but they both did not take out this low, so no S&T. ES looks like it's about to. But not yet. All right, ES did. NQ still could come down and take it out because the ES is looking very strong. And then this is a nice little hammer. And there's your S&T reversal. See how NQ reacted and ES reacted off. Hopefully we go higher, even though that might be S&T again. Like I said, with the one right before 10 o'clock for me. So it's given we might have S&T now to the upside to go back down the rest of the day. If you can't see that, that's this high was taken out in NQ now. So we got S&T reversal to the upside. ES is not even close to taking out this London high. And that might be, we'll see. Maybe this one's stronger. And boom. Boom. Now we're going down at 10 o'clock. Didn't I just call that? And then, ooh, another chain reversal. This is the 15-minute chart, though, so this is a nice move. Maybe. Let's see what happens. Are we going back up? We're going to continue lower. Boom, there we go. There we go. Okay, good. What was that? S&T. It's so good, y'all. Like, S&T is so good. And it's funny, I used to hate watching S&T. I'm like, it's a joke. I can't believe I ever said that. Because it's honestly a better confluence of a reversal than your market trigger shift and change in state delivery, honestly. But it's just like you can trust your whatever. Like, I don't trade on the 1 minute anymore, but if I did, I feel like I could do it now with S&T because I'm more confident in the reversal versus like just trading a regular market trigger shift on the 1 minute chart, because you can get stopped out easily with a clean market trigger shift. But S&T, ES did not take out this London high, but NQ did. Anytime one of them takes out a high and the other one doesn't, or a low and the other one doesn't, that's your S&T divergence. So if it's on the upside, it's S&T to go lower. If it's on the bottom side, like we marked earlier, it's S&T to go higher, and that's exactly what they both did. ES took out this low, which was the S&T to send NQ up to take out that high, and ES did not take out the high, and they both went lower. So that's it for value gaps, liquidity, and then look at, we took out the previous day low. Beautifully. That was your liquidity target to the downside for both, and it hit to so quick. And that's it. That is it. Let's see what entry would have got on the 3 minute. So many clean 2022 mentorship if you wanted it. Clean change in the state of delivery if you wanted it. There's so many. I'd probably mark this one. Doesn't matter, the candle closed here. Y'all know me, I don't wait. I get in, I don't wait for the pullbacks anymore, which gives me obviously shittier entries and bigger stop losses, but whatever. That candle close. Maybe this high for now. And hopefully I get 1 to 2. I do not, but I do. Ooh, here. And then once we came back up and moved down, I probably would have moved my stop loss tighter to allow me to just sell right here. Yeah. Honestly, I could have kept my 1 to 2 stop loss. Because today my 1 to 2 stop loss was preset and I didn't have to move it. I didn't have to move it to the swing high of the trade. Today my stop loss was the body of the white candle. It was like this. Instead of having it at the swing high, which gave me my 1 to 2 a lot faster and it hit it to like the tick. Versus if I moved it up here, I would have to hold my trade a lot longer. I would have moved it up if I had to, because I had to do that what was it, Monday, I think it was. Monday I had to do that. This day I got in really late. I mean, I got in early. I didn't wait for 10 o'clock. I got in down here, and my stop loss for my preset was like this candle, and I had to move it. And I even moved it up above a little bit. I was like almost $2,000 in drawdown, and then obviously once I hit my TPs 1 and 2, I kind of moved it back down a little bit. So you do with that what you will, because you gotta trust. But always, if you're an ICT trader, your stop loss is the high before the reversal on the way down, and then the low of the reversal on the way up. And then adjust accordingly, because sometimes it's big depending on your entry. But trust the price action, because it's usually, even if I have a big stop loss, doesn't matter, because I usually win the trade. It does suck when you do take a loss though. It does hurt, but for the most part, you'll win, and then it doesn't even matter. It's a good price action, good all the things. So yeah, I think we're good on backtesting. If y'all want more, let me know in the chat. But if not, I think we've been backtesting now. This is day like 80. I think I'm done with the backtesting at night. I will go live, like I said, in the mornings after I trade. I'm sorry if you're at work. Going over my trade. I try to get in on live right after I enter my trade, so we can see it play out if I'm right and wrong. I just like to enter in peace by myself without trolls. And then, because the trolls come in as soon as I get on live, like, oh, you're wrong, and then I'm right, and then, wow, But I go live now after, because it's nice to just be on the chart working. Going live is technically working for me. And I'm already, I quit my job for this, so I bed rot and binge watch TV all day, so it's really hard to get out of bed to do this. Lately, I used to look forward to these, but I feel like also TikTok is kind of shadow banning me and not pushing my content right now. A lot of people say it's happening to them though, not just me. So I feel good. I feel like we're all doing really well. Let me put this on the 4 hour for tomorrow on Friday, and let's see if I can get a good 2K day tomorrow. We'll see. What is all these? Oh yeah, my London session, Asian session. So yeah, we'll see how it goes tomorrow. And if y'all need me to backtest, obviously I check my DMs. So just DM me, and I can just say, hey, can you backtest tonight, and I'll do it. But for now, this is the last one. You got it, y'all got it, and then you can join me live trading every morning at around 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern time to about 10:10 is usually when I get on, depending on my entry, how fast I enter. And yeah, we go over my trades, and we see if I'm right or wrong, and then we discuss trading and all the things. So yeah, we're definitely in an uptrend, even though we took a sell this morning. But yeah, that's it. Life is good. Good luck on y'all trading journeys, and I will see y'all tomorrow morning. No more at night.